Hey friends, and welcome back to Kidscoast at Home, where all month we're putting our knowledge to the test. Now, knowledge is learning something new so you can be better at whatever you do. There's so much knowledge out there for us to discover. All knowledge comes from God to begin with, and God made us curious so we can find out and know more and more. Then we can grow in lots of ways, like in our relationship with God. I figure, what better way to test your knowledge than some good old-fashioned games? Now let's get ready for our first game with our friend, Kaylee. Check this out.
Hey everyone, we are back. It's the second week of January. Diego's with us again.
What up?
How's your first week in January been?
First week in January's been great. 2023 feels good. I like it.
It's awesome. What about you guys? So cool. All right, we've got our first game and we are playing Maze Craze.
Ooh, that's cool.
This is a lot of fun. What's gonna happen is we're going to see 4 different colors on the screen, and we have to pick which dot we think is going to be the winning one to make it all the way through the maze. Pretty easy.
It's cool, yeah.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started and we'll keep explaining as we go.
Let's go. Ooh,
All right.
It's moving, it's
Yes.
moving. Oh, and it's gone.
We're gonna have a few more pop up.
Okay, level 1.
Is ready for level 1?
I'm
You got
ready.
it.
Go.
All right, we've got green, blue, orange, red, and purple.
Ooh.
I think I'm gonna go with green on this one.
I say orange.
I think.
Orange seems promising.
All right.
Maybe I looked at it
so
too quickly.
we're not moving to the corner, but you can move to a corner if you'd like to.
Yes.
Or just shout out a color.
Yes.
Let's see.
It is.
All right, we're moving.
The anticipation.
Oh,
Oh,
it's green.
It's okay.
All right.
It's okay, good
you
job,
got that
green.
one. Got one. How'd you guys do? Did you get it right?
I know green's
Awesome.
cheering.
All right, I think we've got our next one coming up.
This one.
Round 2.
Here we go.
How do you feel about mazes
Mazes,
in general?
they're
Do you enjoy
pretty
them?
okay. You know, if I can get it, I have fun. But if I can't, that's where it's kind of
I'm sure everybody at home can figure these out way faster than we probably can.
probably.
I think I'm gonna go with the purple on this one.
I say blue.
Okay.
I see.
What about you guys? What do you think? I like try to kind of see
Blue
it in
team?
there, but
Blue team?
it's tricky. No, purple.
No, I say
they,
blue. Team.
They
Blue
pick
team's,
purple.
No, they got blue
I'm
team. Trust me.
confident that
I know
they
blue
picked
team's
purple.
going crazy right now.
Well, watch it be one of the other colors that we didn't pick.
Yeah, that'd be,
that's
that'd be
that's
hilarious.
possible.
Yes.
All right, let's see.
Oh.
Oh, I don't think purple's not going anywhere.
Oh.
Purple's done.
Oh. It was blue.
Good job. Good
Yes.
job, Team Blue.
Good job, blue.
You did
Our
it.
people.
You
know what's
guys,
up.
awesome. If you picked blue, great job. If you didn't, we're gonna keep rolling and you can get the right one this
Okay.
time.
You can join my team.
You gonna
Right
pick
now
blue again?
Well, I think I'll switch
Might not
colors.
be. Yeah,
You know.
probably should.
Now it's just turned into a competition. We'll see who's gonna win.
We're 1-1.
We're 1-1.
All right.
Oh, whoa.
That is
This
a
is tricky.
tricky maze.
Goodness.
All the way to that middle part right there.
Wow. Oh man.
I'm
It's going to be really, really hard.
trying to
Oh
see.
my gosh.
I think I'm gonna go with purple. I'm going purple.
I say orange, just on a whim.
Well,
Sorry.
we have had green and blue have been the winners so far, so this
Might be the
might
next.
let
see,
one of
let's
us pull ahead.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay.
Oh, purple's
Oh,
done.
purple's done. No.
It was green
It was
again.
green again. Well.
All right,
It's okay. I bet one of you guys got it.
next one. We are still tied.
Still tied.
Gotta figure it out. Who's gonna be the winner? How are you guys doing? Has anybody gotten all of them right? That's awesome.
There you
All right, level 4.
go. Go. Let's see, let's see, let's see.
Oh, this one's spinning.
Whoa,
That
it's
is
spinning. That's
a
gonna-
lot to look at.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I say purple.
I was totally gonna go purple.
Beat you to it.
I'm gonna go orange so that we
Ooh.
can have a winner.
Okay, okay.
All right, let's see.
Let's see. Team Purple, if you can hear me, cheer. Cheer.
Oh, purple totally has it.
We won.
Nice job.
Let's
All
go.
right.
I know they're freaking out right
We're
now.
up 2-1.
Let's go.
All right, we've got one left.
Yes.
I'm gonna see if you can maintain the lead
Okay.
or if we will end tied.
Okay, let's see.
All right, are you guys ready? Do you already know what color you're gonna call?
Ooh.
Awesome.
Calling it ahead? Should we do that?
No, I'm
No?
gonna look at the maze.
Okay, let's look at the maze.
I gotta at least try to tie it.
Okay.
Gotta try.
Oh, wow. Okay.
This might not help
this
at
is
all.
Really tricky.
I'm going purple.
I say green, maybe?
This is,
Oh my goodness. No, can I switch it?
sure, you got
I
2
say blue.
seconds. Okay. What'd you guys answer?
It's blue.
All right, let's see. I'm
not feeling too confident
I feel
on this one, I'm gonna be honest.
somewhat confident.
Okay, here we
Not
go.
fully.
Oh.
It has a clear path. Oh, it's
Mine's a dead end.
definitely purple.
Yes.
Yes.
We're
All
tied.
right, we ended on a tie.
That's okay.
We've got another game coming up in a little bit, so we'll see if we can break that tie soon. But for now, check this out.
When I am scared of what I don't know, when I'm afraid, thinking I'm alone, you remind me that I still belong. God, you help me to grow. When I am scared, I don't feel strong. When I'm afraid, something is wrong. You remind me that you're in control. You teach me to know I am learning you, make me so courageous. You make me curious. There is so much you have given, so much to explore. You're teaching me I'm gonna be a better me. When I am scared of what I don't know, when I'm afraid, thinking I'm alone, you remind me that I still belong. Oh yeah, God, you help me to grow. When I am scared, I don't feel strong. When I'm afraid, something is wrong. You remind me that you're in control. Oh God, you teach me to know I am learning you, make me so courageous. You make me curious. There is so much you have given, so much to explore. You're teaching me I'm gonna be a better me. God, you're helping me to be better and you're teaching me to grow. God, you're helping me to be better and you're teaching me. And I am learning you, make me so courageous. You make me curious. There is so much you have given, so much to explore. You're teaching me I'm gonna be a better me. Make me so courageous. You make me curious. There is so much you have given, so much to explore. You're teaching me I'm gonna be a better me.
Hey everyone, I'm Sarah, and this is my guest Dylan, and I am so glad you're hanging out with us today.
I'm really enjoying being here. I mean, these kids are already smart, good looking, have it all together, and they still want to learn more, do more, and be better.
That's right, and that's why this month we want them to be talking about a life-changing virtue, okay? So everyone start a drum roll on your legs and count it down, and then you can scream it out with me, okay? Ready?
Ready.
3, 2, 1. Knowledge is learning something new so you can be better at whatever you do. All right, now just the kids who already know stuff. Know stuff, knowledge, get it? Okay. Knowledge is learning something new so you can be better at whatever you do.
Are we playing another game today?
I am so glad you asked. Okay, it is time to play another round of Think Tank as we put our knowledge to the test. Okay, now, question first. How many of you like to go to the grocery store? Great, I see those hands. But many of you, do you actually pay attention to the cost of different things? Do you know how much crackers cost, cookies cost, etc.?
Oh, I do.
You do? Okay, well, great. Well, it is time to put that knowledge to the test with one of the most popular games of all time. So I need you, Dylan, to be the next contestant on our version of The Price is Right.
Yes, I always wanted to be on that show.
This is your time. It's your dream come true, okay? So you think you know your prices, do you?
I've been training my whole life for this. I don't just like the grocery store. I love the grocery store. I have every aisle memorized and every price range filed away in my head.
Wow.
Need a price on an avocado?
Yes, yeah.
I'm your guy.
Wow.
Need to know what's buy one, get one this week?
Yeah.
I got you covered.
It's amazing. That is just amazing. Well, in a moment, I'm gonna give you a common household item. I will also give you 3 choices on what the price of that item could be. And it's up to you to choose, okay? If you're not quite sure, you can ask the audience. I'm sure they're here to help. But no Googling or looking anything up, okay?
Well, I got the audience to help me.
That's true. They're gonna be great. All right, let's play. Okay, here is our first item. We have Pop-Tarts, frosted cherry. Are you familiar with this?
Yeah, I like Pop-Tarts, but cherry are the worst flavor.
It is, you know, it's fine, but we're just gonna use it for our game and we don't have to eat it. Okay, here are your 3 options. Okay, we have $3.15, $3.29, $3.19. Here you go, kids. Okay, what do you think is the correct price?
I think the right price is $3.29.
Oh, you are correct. Everybody give them a round of applause. That's awesome. All right, next we have Jif Creamy Peanut Butter. Are you a creamy person or a crunchy person?
I'm more of a creamy person. I don't really like the crunch.
I'm with you, totally. Anybody crunchy over creamy? What do you like? Yeah, I think the creamies are winning, I'm not gonna lie. You know what peanut butter is good with?
Bananas.
Bananas. So great, how's your nose doing? Are we good?
I still can't smell really well, but
Okay.
I'll get over it.
You can take the peanut butter home with you. Okay,
Gotcha.
all right, here are your 3 options for the peanut butter price. We have $5.59, $4.99, or $5.49. What price is right for you?
I think I'm gonna go $5.49.
Oh, you are right once again. High five. Great job. All right, here we go with the next one. And next we have a type of fruit. This is an apple. Do you like apples?
I do like apples.
Yeah? Gala, Granny Smith, Honeycrisp, Fuji, Green Delicious, Golden Delicious, Pink Lady?
I think my favorite is Honeycrisp.
Okay, yeah, we'll go for that. I think they make good pies.
They really do.
Just saying, holidays, you know, all that. Okay, here are your 3 options for this price. Are you ready? 91 cents, $1, or 78 cents. Which is the price that is correct?
I think I'm gonna go 91 cents.
You got it right again, everyone. Golf clap for Mr. Dylan. That's great. All right, let's try another one. All right, and we are back with another product, Campbell's Chicken Soup.
Sarah, do you eat this when you're sick?
I do, you know, it's just a comfort food from my childhood. What about you?
Sometimes. I like tomato soup a little bit better.
Do you put grilled cheese in it?
I do.
Oh, so good. I'm getting hungry. What about you? Okay,
Me too.
Here we go with our prices. Ready? $2.25, $2.89, $2.29. Which is the price is right?
I'm gonna go $2.29.
Dylan, you are just amazing me. Great job, everybody. He knows his soup.
That's kind of expensive for a can of soup, though.
Listen, we gotta do what we gotta do, okay? All right, here we are with another common household item, resealable bags, snack size. Do you use these in your life at all?
Yeah, it's a little life hack. I use it for icing. I cut the corner off and then I put the icing in it.
Do you make cakes? Cupcakes? Cakes? Cupcakes?
Cupcakes.
Oh, can you make me some?
I'll think about it.
Okay, okay. All right, well, that would be great. Well, maybe if you get this question right, you'll make me a cake. All right, here
Maybe.
we go. So our first option is $2.79, $2.89, or $2.80. Sorry, they're a little crooked. Can you see those okay?
Yeah.
Which one do you think is correct?
I'm gonna go $2.79.
The price is right! Everyone, give him a round of applause. Great job, you're doing great.
Thank you. Maybe I'll bake you a cake after all.
Vanilla with vanilla icing would be great, thanks. All right, on to our next one. All right, and for our next item, we have a Colgate toothbrush, which is green. What color is your toothbrush?
It's blue.
Blue.
And it's electric.
Electric. Okay, well, this is not quite as expensive as an electric toothbrush, but here are your prices. Ready? Set it right here. Okay. $1.29, $1.28, penny makes a big difference, am I right?
It does.
$1.35. Which one do you think?
I think I'm gonna go $1.29.
Dylan, how do you know all these? He got it right again.
I told you I know my grocery stuff.
Sorry I doubted you. We have one more. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, here's our final one. Double stuffed Oreos. Do you like these?
These are the best Oreos.
It's so good. Where's the cow with some milk? You know what I'm saying? Okay, here are your 3 options. If you get it right, I'm gonna let you take this home.
For real?
Yeah, sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Since you're baking me a cake. Okay, we have $5.99, $5.49, or $5.69. Worth every penny in my opinion.
I think I'm gonna go $5.69.
Dylan, you got it right! Yes. Everyone, the champ of The Price is Right. Those are yours. Do you dunk them in milk or do you like?
Yeah, I like warm milk. I'll definitely like some warm milk.
Okay, well, we'll still be friends. That's all right. Okay, well, thank you so much for playing. Enjoy your Oreos. Okay, I'm taking you shopping with me next time. You certainly know your groceries.
Oh, that's nothing. I also have every player's stats memorized for the NBA for the past 50 years. It's a gift to know so much about all those players.
Yeah.
For example, this former professional basketball player is a 6-time NBA champion.
Okay.
He's also a 6-time NBA Finals MVP.
Okay.
He was voted to the All-Star team 14 times. He scored over 32,000 points. That's a lot. Not a lot of people get that.
A lot. Yeah.
He even took a break from professional basketball to play professional baseball. You might know him by his iconic number, 23.
Okay.
Anybody know who I'm talking about?
I think the kids know.
Michael Jordan? Absolutely.
Oh, Space Jam. I should have known that. Okay, all right. So that was a lot of stats about him, but have you actually ever seen him play?
Well, since I was born in 1999, not in person, Sarah.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, well, it's one thing to know all sorts of stats or facts about a person that you might have read in a book, but it's something completely different to get the chance to see them play in person, right?
Right.
Okay, which makes me wonder, is this something we can sometimes do with God?
What do you mean by that?
Okay, so we might read about God in the Bible. We might come to church and learn about God. But is there something more? Like, does knowing about God mean the same as knowing God? And what's the difference? Or what can we say or what can we do to change it? What do you think?
That's a really good question.
Yeah, I think it's an important question and one we should definitely consider if we want to follow Jesus and experience God in our lives. And thankfully, the people who were inspired to write the Bible had something to say about this and included some stories to help us understand what it means to really know God, including today's story, which is about Jesus. Watch this.
Welcome to Story Lab. This week we're talking about knowledge. Well, we take a look at the story of 2 people who lost something pretty important. Hey, I'm Amaya.
And I'm Zeke.
And we're talking about knowledge, which is learning something new so you can be better at whatever you do.
I just learned how to do one side of a Rubik's Cube.
That's awesome. Can you show us?
Sure. Oh, hold on. I had it. I have no idea. Oh, of course it's in the book bag. Sorry, can't find it.
It's okay. You're not the only one.
What, you've lost a Rubik's Cube too?
No, I mean you're not the only one who loses stuff. I read the average person loses up to 3,000 things in their life.
That's like the opposite of knowledge.
I even found a quiz for us. Let's go.
About losing stuff?
Welcome to What Have You Got to Lose?
What is happening?
You have 20 seconds to correctly answer the following questions.
I didn't even study.
It's supposed to be fun. We use our phones.
Question 1. The average kid loses 7 items a month. What top 5 things do kids lose?
Jacket,
Shoes. Remote.
homework,
A stuffed animal.
gloves,
Snacks. Oh, come on.
lunchbox, backpack.
I didn't even get anything right.
I guess I'm just really awesome at losing stuff.
Question 2. On average, How much time do people spend each day searching for misplaced items?
Wait. Do we both answer?
I don't know, how much time do you spend looking for stuff?
Last week I was like 20 minutes late to school looking for my homework.
Minutes? Okay, I usually find my stuff in like 2 minutes.
So in between 2 minutes and 20 minutes. 10 minutes?
Okay, 7 minutes.
Or 10.
Or 7.
Fine, 7.
Okay, we answer 7 minutes.
The correct answer is C. 10 minutes.
I had it.
Sorry. But wow, if most people spend 10 minutes a day looking for lost stuff, that means that's 2.5 days a year totally wasted.
2.5 days I could be napping or playing Row Builder. Okay, we're 1 for 2.
Final question. Forgetfulness can be a sign that you are busy, distracted, or tired. But forgetfulness can also be a sign of what?
I bet forgetfulness is a sign of intelligence.
Oh, you just want losing stuff to mean you're smart.
Oh, but it's like your mind is so full of other awesome stuff, you can't remember little things, like your phone.
I guess you could be right.
Well, if losing stuff is a sign of intelligence, then I am intelligent, and you should definitely trust my answer.
You know what? There's some backwards logic there, but...
Time's almost up.
Okay, fine. Our answer is C, intelligence.
C is correct.
Yes! 2 out of 3.
Thank you for playing. What have you got to lose?
We just lost some time.
Well, that's better than the main characters in today's story. They lost someone.
Whoa. It's time for...
The story before the story.
Today, we're in the 3rd book of the New Testament, Luke. But before Luke, in the very beginning, out of deep love, God made an amazing world. But when people turned away from God, the world was broken.
God made a plan to draw people back into a relationship. So, at the right time, God sent a tiny baby to be born in the small town of Bethlehem, God's very own son, Jesus. But Jesus didn't stay a little baby. He started to grow.
Which is where our story starts.
Let's take it away.
Hey everyone.
Hey, Brian.
As Jesus grew up, he had to learn stuff, just like we do. He had to learn how to walk and talk, how to put on his own sandals, how to grip a stone to toss it in the creek. And as he grew older, Jesus learned how to help his mom with chores and how to fit together smooth boards in his dad's carpentry shop. And every year, Jesus and his family joined other Jewish people traveling the long, dusty road to Jerusalem to celebrate the Passover feast. Now, this trip would have taken at least 4 or 5 days. Think about it. No car, no bus. That was nearly a week walking every day, all day. But it was a special time, too. Jesus was able to run and play with other kids during the trip, and they all camped out under the stars. At last, Jesus and his family reached the city, along with thousands of other people. They likely stayed with family or friends to celebrate for the whole week, and they shared a special meal together on the very last evening. As they ate roast lamb, they remembered and retold the story of how God had rescued them from slavery in Egypt.
Why do we eat this meal every year?
We were slaves in Egypt, and the Lord took us out from there with a strong hand and with an outstretched arm.
The next morning, Jesus' family packed up and joined the crowds flowing back out of Jerusalem. Jesus knew when they were leaving, so his parents expected he would just travel with the group and join them when they stopped to camp as usual. But in the evening, Jesus did not turn up.
Have you seen him this afternoon?
I haven't seen him since we left Jerusalem. I thought he was ahead of us with Eli's family.
Has anyone seen Jesus?
Mary and Joseph hurried through camp, checking with all their friends and family. A sick feeling settled in their stomachs as they began to realize, somehow, Jesus had been left behind in Jerusalem. The trip back to Jerusalem must have seemed endless. Mary and Joseph were already exhausted, and their imaginations were working overtime.
What if he got hurt?
He could have been knocked down by a Roman chariot. Those soldiers don't care who's in their way.
When When Mary and Joseph finally reached Jerusalem, again, they searched everywhere for their son.
We already checked with all the cousins.
Maybe he's in the market.
No one had seen Jesus since the day before. Mary and Joseph must have been sick with worry by the third day when they thought to look in one last place.
He loves to study the scriptures. What about the school at the temple?
But that's for scholars and teachers.
Still, Mary and Joseph decided to look just to be certain. Sure enough, when Mary and Joseph hurried into the temple courtyard, they saw a group of teachers.
Joseph, that's Jesus, right in the middle.
They're actually letting him talk.
Now, we don't know exactly what Jesus discussed with the teachers, but they were all amazed at how much he understood and at the wise answers he gave to their questions. As soon as Mary saw Jesus, she rushed to him.
Son, why have you treated us like this? Your father and I have been worried about you. We have been looking for you everywhere.
Why were you looking for me? Didn't you know I had to be in my father's house?
See, Mary and Joseph had been so stressed out that they'd forgotten what the angel told them more than 12 years before, that Jesus is God's son. It made complete sense for Jesus to be in the temple, but Mary and Joseph still didn't fully understand. Jesus returned to Nazareth with his parents. He loved them deeply and obeyed them, and Mary kept everything that had happened in her heart like a secret treasure. As Jesus continued to grow, he became both wiser and stronger, and he found more and more favor with God and the people around him. The end.
I'm pretty sure I'd be grounded for a year if I went missing for 3 days.
Yeah, but Jesus did have a really legit reason to stay behind in the temple.
Well, first and foremost, Jesus is God's son, right? And Jesus knew that listening to God and learning more about God was the very most important thing that he could do.
Even though it was hard to understand for Joseph and Mary.
So, what's our part in the story?
Learning about God can seem like just one more thing to check off. But discovering God is so much more. God is the creator of the entire universe, yet God wants to have a relationship with you. When you read scripture or memorize a verse, God can speak to you through those words.
You can also learn about God when you talk to people who follow God or read things they've written.
You can start small. Pick one verse to read every day for a week.
Or ask an adult to help you choose a devotional book, and that can help you discover so much more.
And here's the awesome thing. The more you learn about God and the more you start to know God, the more you want to discover.
God is so big. There's no end to what you can learn and know about him.
I think you guys have the picture. See you next time.
So here's the thing. Knowing God is the most important thing.
Do you think God can help me find my Rubik's Cube?
I think the eyes God gave you can help you find it.
Where?
Okay, I'll help you. Right now, you're cold.
Okay.
Colder. Warm. Warmer. Warmer. Hot. Burning!
Oh, there it is!
Thanks for joining us in the Story Lab. See you next time.
Okay, so you start like this. First you rotate to the top.
Welcome back, everyone. We've got another fun game. We are playing Don't Point.
Ooh.
Do you know what this one is?
Yes.
Okay.
I think I've heard of this one.
Perfect. You guys at home, a lot of you probably know what this one is. It's one of our favorites. Basically, we are just going to pick a different direction to point, and we are trying to match the screen.
Yeah.
So you can go up, down, to this side, to this side. I was left, right.
Yeah.
It gets tricky because you guys are a different direction, we're a different direction.
Exactly.
So we can point whichever way, and you just want to match the screen. Let's
Yep.
see how many times you can match.
Let's see.
Let's go ahead and get started. With our first one, pick a direction. I'm pointing up to start us off.
My left.
All right.
So the TV's left. Let's see. Wow. Oh my gosh.
All right.
Okay.
Starting off strong.
Starting off strong.
Trying to come back.
Hopefully,
All
I'll come
right.
back.
Let's see. Let's go again. I think I'm gonna go down this time.
I'm gonna go right.
What about you guys?
Now it's got me questioning my directions.
I know, it's
I'm like,
confusing.
is this right?
Oh, good
Am I
job.
right? Oh my
You
gosh,
are.
I'm right.
Yep.
There we go. So cool. All right,
Awesome.
1-1.
All right, let's keep going. Let's spin it. I'm going this way.
I'm going down.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Jumped into the
I'm doing
lead.
good. Okay.
How about you guys? Have you matched every time? Gotten a couple? Good job. All right, let's go. I'm gonna go up again.
I'm gonna go up as well. Can I do that?
Sure.
Okay. Wow. We're both wrong.
We are. That's okay. We've got more to go.
It's okay. We have more. Yeah.
All right, next one. I'm going this way. I don't think we've gone that
I'm
way
gonna
yet.
go down again.
Ooh.
Killing it.
You are.
I'm doing good. Oh my
You
god.
definitely are. I think I've only
Wow.
gotten one.
This is good.
It is. For you.
Feels good to win.
All right, let's keep going. I'm gonna go this way.
I'm gonna go left. Just the opposite.
I knew I should have gone that
Doing good.
direction. Nice job.
This is
All right,
crazy.
let's go again.
We're really gonna catch this dub.
I'm gonna go down.
I'm gonna go up. Thank you, God.
Nice job. Nice job. All right, how are you guys doing at home?
I'm sure you guys are killing it.
Awesome. All right, let's go. We've got 2 left.
Okay.
See what we can do. I'm gonna go this way.
I'm gonna go up. Wow.
All right, we've got 1 left.
You think you can catch up?
Definitely not.
Okay. Well,
I can't with only 1 more, but
oh, you've only gotten 1.
I can
That's
still
right.
get it.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Let's see.
I'm gonna go this way.
I'm gonna go down. Wow.
Both wrong on that one.
It's okay.
You guys did awesome.
Does that mean I won?
You did great. You are the don't point champion.
I win.
Congratulations.
Good job to everyone who won as well with me.
I have no prizes for you, but
It's okay. High five, maybe?
got that.
Got a high five. There you
All
go.
right, guys, check this out.
Everyone is part of a bigger story. It's a bigger story than you can imagine. It's a big story about a really big God. Discover the story that shows you the character of God.
Hey, I'm Caleb, and this right here is my Bible. You can dive into the Bible online or check it out through an app. You can even pick up a hard copy and fan through the pages. But however you read it, the Bible is filled with amazing wisdom and truth, inspired by God and written down over hundreds of years by dozens of people who followed God. Inside these 66 books, you'll discover history, stories of adventure, poetry, personal letters, and much more. If you want to find knowledge about what it means to follow Jesus with your whole life, this is the place to start. And I've got 5 stories that tell us all about it. We begin in the New Testament book of Matthew. Jesus has been born, and a brilliant star shines high above to share the news. Far to the east, a group of wise scholars want to know what's up. A deep dive in the archives tells them a new king has arrived. But these wise men, they want to know more. And the only way to find out is an epic road trip that will bring them face to face with the king of everything. Let's slide 2 books forward to Luke. Here, Jesus is growing up. But even though he's God's son, Jesus still has to study and learn. When Jesus and his parents take a road trip to Jerusalem for the Passover feast, Mary and Joseph accidentally leave their son behind. They finally discover him doing what matters most, learning more about God. And they aren't the only ones amazed by what their 12-year-old knows and understands. Time to hop forward 1 book to John. Fast forward 18 years. Jesus' cousin, John, has been calling people to turn away from their sins and be baptized in the river. When Jesus shows up, he asks John to baptize him, even though John thinks it should be the other way around. As Jesus rises up from the waters of the Jordan River, God's Spirit descends like a dove, and a voice from heaven shares the most amazing knowledge about who Jesus is. Let's slide back to Luke. A big crowd has witnessed Jesus' baptism. But even though it seems like the perfect time for him to gather followers, Jesus doesn't stick around. Instead, God's Spirit leads him into the desert. For 40 days, Jesus eats nothing as he listens to God. And when he faces 3 tempting offers by the devil, Jesus is ready with the best defense of all, God's very own words. We wrap up back in the book of Matthew. Jesus has been traveling all over Galilee, teaching and healing. But his cousin John has been locked in prison by King Herod. Confused and discouraged, John sends messengers to ask Jesus, "Are you the one who is supposed to come?" Jesus isn't angry with John's questions and sends back a quick response to let John know that God's kingdom is truly on the move. God always welcomes our questions. That's how we can gain more knowledge. And I can't wait to see how it grows in you and me.
They say the true test of a game master is the ability to play multiple matches at the same time, proving one's knowledge and understanding of the game. But in every few generations, a competitor comes along who is so in tune with the nuance and know-how of the game, they push the boundaries beyond the game itself.
Yes! Yeah!
That was really impressive, Steve.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that move I did over there?
Ah, yeah.
It's crazy.
So good.
Welcome to the So-and-So Show.
I'm Brandon, that's Steven.
And today we're brought to you by the letter N, because it's always good to learn some knowledge.
You do know that starts with a K, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Today, we're brought to you by the letter K, used in words like cabinet, caboose, Colorado, and clock.
Those start with C.
Right, but clock ends with a K, right?
That's right.
Words like clock.
Okay. Hey, that reminds me, did you ever learn how to set that new alarm clock I got you for Christmas?
Oh, you mean this one?
Yeah, that's the one.
Nah, no idea.
Oh. You sure you don't want to, look it up or ask someone for help?
I'll figure it out.
You can just ask someone. It wouldn't be that hard to do that.
I'm good.
All right, there's no shame in asking.
I got it!
Moving on. Please welcome someone who knows stuff.
Hey guys!
Hey! So pumped to have you back on the show.
Thanks,
Yeah.
I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, for those of them who may have missed you before, tell us who you are and what you know.
Okay, my name's Mishka, and I am now a 22-time robotics champion and a maker/inventor. I love taking things apart to see how they work and then putting them back together.
Hey, Steven, you know what you could ask her about?
I know what you're getting at, but I'm gonna figure it out myself.
Figure what out?
Nothing. So what have you been working on?
Well, I have a device that automatically makes peanut butter and jelly sandwiches.
Really? That's amazing, and I am so hungry.
But for some reason, it keeps setting the sandwiches on fire.
Oh, I'm not that hungry.
I've also been working on a system that trains squirrels to carry your mail to and from your mailbox.
Wow.
But right now, the squirrels just take the mail and hide it in the trees.
Oh. Well, it's good that you're always trying to learn how to do new things.
Of course. I try and learn one new thing every day. It could be simple or it could be really complex. The key is keep trying and never be afraid to ask for help.
Ask for help? Really?
Oh, what's in the box?
Oh, I almost forgot. It's something I've been working on for a while. They've actually started selling them in stores.
What is it?
I call it the Robotic Rise and Shiner.
Oh, this is incredible!
Thank you.
No, I mean, yes, this is incredible, but the thing is, we actually, you want to tell her about... No, see, I actually got
Wait, I'm
Steven...
sorry. What is going on? Einstein, Bose, Newton, Curry, MacGyver.
See what you've done, Steven?
Einstein, Bose.
You know she only says her favorite physicist when she's starting to feel anxious.
No, okay, I didn't, I wasn't, I'm sorry. I didn't, I wasn't trying to upset you.
Are you making fun of my invention?
No, it's just,
You got one? Oh my gosh. Do you like it? Wait, why didn't you tell me? Do you hate it? Did it not work? Is it a complete failure? Einstein, Bose, Newton, Curry, MacGyver.
No.
Einstein, Bose,
It's okay. It's just, I actually just haven't figured out how to even turn it on.
What? Were the instructions not clear?
I kind of threw those away. I wanted to figure it out myself, which I couldn't do, so now it just kind of sits here.
But why didn't you just ask me for help?
Because I was embarrassed that I didn't know how to turn on an alarm clock.
What? Do you know how many things I don't know how to do?
No.
I had to read instructions on how to use my toothbrush. And it's not even electric.
What?
Yes. I mean, how are you supposed to know something if you haven't learned it yet? Even the smartest people in the world are trying to learn new things.
Yeah, that's why they're the smartest people in the world.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Do you want me to show you how to start it?
Yeah.
Okay. You just push this button.
Push that one.
And hold down
Hold
this
that.
one. And then you turn this one
and
like
then you
this. Boom. That's it.
Hello, I am RRS, Robot Rise and Shiner, or REES for short. Just tell me what time you would like to wake up, and I will make sure you are awake. Would you like to hear my alarm?
Yes, and make it loud.
No! You have to be very specific with it. I'll send you over some new instructions.
Don't bother. I don't need them. I've got this. Turn this, do this, turn this.
Self-destruct mode. This robot will implode in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, could I maybe get those instructions, please?
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
It's Bible story time with Kellen!
We're not about to explode, are we? Or implode, which may be worse.
You heard that, huh?
Oh, I'm pretty sure the whole neighborhood did. But it sounds like you're ready to accept some help now.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to learn something new.
Ooh-wee! That is music to my ears. Well, today's story is all about searching for knowledge.
Sounds perfect. Hit us up.
This story is about when Jesus, as a kid, went looking to learn more. Our story starts when Jesus was around 12 years old. Every year, Jesus, his mom and dad, Joseph and Mary, and most of his family would make a trip from Nazareth to Jerusalem for the Passover festival. It was about a 4 or 5 day trip to get there. They would stay for about a week and then they would travel 4 or 5 more days back.
Are we there yet?
Not yet.
Are we there yet?
Not yet.
It was a long trip, but it was an important one for their family and for all Jewish families. The Passover festival was a time to celebrate and remember when God rescued their people from slavery in Egypt. So, I'm sure when they arrived in Jerusalem, they were very, very excited.
Yahoo! We're here!
First, we'll need to prepare for all the festivities. Then we'll have the feast.
Yes, roast lamb.
A day after the big feast, Mary and Joseph and their extended family loaded up for their journey back home.
I keep thinking we forgot something. Are we forgetting something?
I can't think of anything.
Something important.
Now, I'll have to give Mary and Joseph some slack here because it was a big caravan of family members and everyone just assumed that everyone was there and was accounted for. But when they stopped for the night, they came to a frightening conclusion. They had left Jesus back in Jerusalem, a full day's journey from where they were.
Oh no! Oh no.
He's all alone and scared. We have to find him.
I can't imagine what that must have been like. Losing your child in a store, well, that's one thing. But leaving them in a city by themselves for almost 2 days had to be unimaginable. But they finally made it back to Jerusalem. The problem was, it was like finding a needle in a haystack. They had no idea where Jesus might be.
Jesus! Anybody seen a 12-year-old boy? Jesus! Anybody? Excuse me, sir.
Who, me?
Yes, have you seen our son? He's 12 years old.
No, I'm sorry. I haven't seen him.
What are we going to do? We've looked everywhere.
Well, they hadn't looked everywhere. They decided to try the temple. Now, they knew it was a long shot because a kid would not be allowed to wander around with the teachers and the scholars. But they had to make sure. When they got to the temple, they found Jesus sitting with the teachers, listening to them and asking questions. Now, we don't know exactly what they were talking about or what Jesus said to the teachers, but the writer, Luke, he wrote, "Everyone who heard him was amazed at how much he understood. They also were amazed at his answers." Mary and Joseph were amazed too, and probably relieved, and maybe a little bit frustrated.
We've been looking everywhere for you.
Your father and I have been so worried.
Why were you looking for me? Didn't you know I would be in my Father's house?
What?
Mary and Joseph didn't understand what Jesus meant by that. When we read it today, we know the Father Jesus was talking about was God. And one reason that Jesus was in his Father's house was to ask questions and to learn. And guess what? It worked. Because as Luke wrote, Jesus became wiser and stronger. He also became more and more pleasing to God and to people. The end. What'd you think, fellas?
It's wild to think about Jesus searching for wisdom and knowledge because he's Jesus. Doesn't he already have that?
But that's the point. Those who sit around and think they're smart usually aren't. It's those who are constantly looking for God's wisdom. They're the wise ones.
Now that is a boom if I've ever heard one.
It is. So I'm going to leave that right there. Until next time.
Thanks, Kellen. See ya. You know what? Now I feel kind of silly about the alarm clock. I mean, if Jesus himself was looking to learn new things, why would I be afraid to?
Well, sometimes we do feel embarrassed when we don't know something, but we shouldn't.
Yeah, I guess as long as you're looking and trying to figure out what God wants for your life, you'll be okay.
Exactly. And I think that leads perfectly to
Reveal the question.
How do you know God?
Yeah, I guess that's what we've been talking about. If you search for God and for what God wants in your life, you'll probably know God better.
Yeah, and you can do that by reading the Bible and talking with others who believe in God.
Yeah, and asking questions. I wouldn't have known how to work my alarm clock if I hadn't asked Mishka.
Yeah, and we wouldn't have known that awesome Bible story about Jesus if we hadn't talked to Kellen.
Yeah, I think we've learned a lot today.
I concur.
Concur. Another K word.
Nope.
Concur. Do you hear it?
Yeah.
It's 2 Ks. That's why. Concur. Concave. Concur.
All right, we'll see you next week for a brand new show. Next week.
But that is a C. I don't have a C, I just have an N and a K.
You should really go to school.
Hello? Reese says, pat your head and rub your belly. Reese says, turn like a ballerina. Reese said, stand on one foot. Reese said, do a dance.
I think I'm out.
Do the robot.
Reese
didn't say.
Oh!
Every day's a new day. Can't wait to see what comes my way as I stand on the sand beside the ocean, looking at everything in motion. I think about all the possibilities, so many things that I can be. No, I never want to stop learning, like a fire in my heart that keeps burning. The world comes alive. I want to discover, gonna soak it up so I can be better. I want to go and see what I can be. The whole world's waiting for me. I want to discover, gonna soak it up so I can be better. I want to go and see what I can be. The whole world's waiting for me. Today I get to turn a new page, discovering my story in a different way, closing the chapter of an old book, now reading the words with a new look. All the people that I meet, stories are so inspiring, so many words unwritten, learning with my heart wide open. The world, it comes alive. I wanna discover, wanna soak it up so I can be better. I wanna go and see what I can be. The whole world's waiting for me. I wanna discover, wanna soak it up so I can be better. I wanna go and see what I can be. The whole world's waiting for me. I wanna reach the sky. I wanna climb mountains high. I wanna live my best life and never stop learning. I wanna reach the sky. I wanna climb mountains high. I wanna live my best life and never stop learning. Discover so I can be better. Wanna go into what I can be. I wanna discover so I can be better. Wanna go into what I can be. The whole world's waiting. I wanna discover, wanna soak it up so I can be better. I wanna go into what I can be. The whole world's waiting for me. It's waiting for me. I wanna discover, so I can be better. Be better. So what I can be. The whole world's waiting for me. The world's waiting. Yeah.
As we think about this story, we can see why Jesus stayed behind at the temple. He stayed so he could learn about God and talk to other people about God. It's important for us to do those things too. If you think about it, it's pretty amazing that we get to know God personally. I mean, God, the creator of the universe, wants to have a relationship with us. Like, that is amazing. Remember, knowing God is the most important thing. We should take time to get to know God better. Maybe you could start your day by reading scripture, reading a devotional, or listening to some worship music that reminds you of everything God has done for you. Maybe you're someone who learns best when you're talking to others. It's important that we come to church so we can talk to other people about God, because we can learn a lot from friends and leaders who choose to put God first in their lives. No matter how you get to know God better, take some time of your day to do it every single day. It's so important. Well, that's all we have for today. Be sure to join us next week here at Kidscoast at Home as we find Jesus at the Jordan River with his cousin, John the Baptist. For more resources, go to seacoast.org/kidscoast at home and stick around for some fun discussion questions after today's episode. I'll see you next week. Bye.
To find ways to get involved at Seacoast Church, text SERVE to 320 320. There are many opportunities for families to find ways to make a difference.